You're either building your dreams or you're sitting back watching someone else live the life you wish you had. There's no middle ground, no maybes, no one day. The difference between those who win and those who wish? Action. The problem isn't lack of opportunity. It's not your past. It's not even the obstacles in your way, it's you. The hesitation, the waiting, the excuses. And today, that ends. You don't need permission to be great. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need the perfect plan. What you need is to get up and get it done. Success is a game of speed and persistence. While you're debating whether to start, someone else is already halfway there. While you're waiting for motivation, the hungry ones are grinding through the pain. And when the moment of opportunity comes, it won't wait for you. You either seize it or you lose it. Your mind is your greatest weapon, but most people never sharpen it. They feed it doubt. They let fear dictate their decisions. They sit back and watch their lives pass by, waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. But you're different. You're here because deep down you know you were meant for more. And if you want more, you have to train your mind like a warrior. No weak thoughts, no negative self-talk, no room for fear. When your mind is locked in, your body follows. Some of you are stuck because you're overthinking. You're waiting for the fear to disappear before you take action. Let me tell you the truth. It won't. Fear doesn't leave. Doubt doesn't vanish. The difference between winners and losers is simple. Winners act anyway. They move even when they're scared. They push even when they're tired. They don't wait for the right feeling. They create the right mindset. You will never be 100% ready, but you must move anyway. And let's talk about time. The clock doesn't stop because you're tired. It doesn't care about your excuses. Every second wasted is a second you'll never get back. Every minute spent hesitating is a minute you could have used to get ahead. Your future is being decided right now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now. What will you do? Wait? Procrastinate? Or will you step up, take control, and create the life you were born to live? There's a fire inside of you. I know it. You know it. And today you unleash it. Stop waiting. Stop hoping. Get up and get it done. There's a war happening every single day, and the battlefield isn't out there. It's in your mind. Most people don't realize it, but every decision, every action, every single thing you do starts with a thought. Your mind is the most powerful weapon you have. But the real question is, are you sharpening it, or are you letting it work against you? Most people walk through life as prisoners of their own thinking. They let doubt, fear, and negativity take over. They listen to that inner voice that says, I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. What if I fail? And because they believe those thoughts, they never even try. They lose the battle before it even begins. Well, here's what they don't understand. Your mind is a tool. It can either build you up or tear you down, and you get to decide how you use it. You want to be successful? Train your mind for it. You want to be unstoppable? Rewire your brain to think like a winner. Because the truth is, everything you want in life starts in your head. If your mindset is weak, your results will be weak. But if your mindset is unshakable, there is nothing you can't accomplish. Look at the people who dominate in any field. Athletes, entrepreneurs, world-class performers. What do they all have in common? It's not just talent. It's not just skill, mental toughness. It's the ability to push forward when everything in them is screaming to quit. It's the ability to silence the doubts, drown out the noise, and stay focused no matter what. That's not something they were born with. It's something they train for. Think about a Navy SEAL going through Hell Week. Their body is pushed beyond its limits. They're exhausted, sleep-deprived, freezing, beaten down. But what keeps them going? Their mind. Their ability to control their thoughts, override the pain, and keep moving forward when most people would break. That's the level of mental discipline you need to build if you want to achieve greatness. And here's the secret. Your mind doesn't just become strong on its own. You have to train it. You have to condition it, just like a muscle. The more you push it, the stronger it gets. Every time you push past your comfort zone, every time you silence the excuses, every time you choose discipline over distraction, You're sharpening your weapon. You're programming your mind for success. But most people don't do this. Instead, they let weak thoughts take over. They complain. They procrastinate. They let fear paralyze them. They talk themselves out of opportunities before they even try. And then they wonder why they're stuck. Your life will never change if your thinking doesn't change. What are you feeding your mind every day? Are you filling it with negativity, doubt, and distractions? Or are you filling it with power, knowledge, and motivation? Because make no mistake, what you feed your mind determines your future. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, you're going to live like someone who's not good enough. If you surround yourself with people who make excuses, you're going to become one of them. But if you fill your mind with discipline, if you study success, if you push yourself to think bigger, dream bigger, and take massive action, you will become unstoppable. There is no enemy stronger than a weak mind, and there is no force greater than a mind that has been trained for battle. So how do you train it? You challenge yourself daily. You do the things that scare you. You wake up earlier than you want to. You do the workout even when you don't feel like it. You take the risk even when it terrifies you. You win the battle in your mind long before you ever step into the real fight. Because here's the truth. Your body follows your mind. If you believe you're defeated, you will act defeated. But if you believe you're unstoppable, you will push through anything. Success isn't just about what you do, it's about how you think. It's about building a mindset that refuses to quit, that refuses to accept mediocrity, that refuses to be controlled by fear. Once you master your mind, you master your life. And when that happens, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can stand in your way. How many times have you sat there overthinking, debating, analyzing every little detail and ended up doing nothing? How many times have you let fear, doubt, and hesitation stop you from making a move? That's the trap. That's where dreams go to die, not in failure, but in inaction. Because the truth is, anxiety feeds on hesitation, and hesitation kills success.
People think they need to feel ready before they act. They think they need more confidence, more knowledge, more time. But that's the biggest lie. Confidence doesn't come first. Action does. You don't wait until you're ready to move. You move, and that's what makes you ready. Look around. The people winning in life aren't necessarily the smartest. They're not always the most talented, but they are the ones who move while others are stuck thinking. They are the ones who make decisions fast, take risks, and figure things out along the way. While you're stuck in your head, someone else is out there making moves, failing, learning, adjusting, and getting ahead. That's the difference between success and mediocrity. Every second you spend doubting yourself is a second wasted. Every time you overthink, you're training your mind to hesitate. And the more you hesitate, the more fear takes over. It's a cycle, one that keeps people trapped in average lives, working average jobs, settling for average relationships, never knowing what they were truly capable of. But the moment you take action, everything changes. Anxiety doesn't disappear by thinking about it. It disappears when you do something. Fear doesn't shrink because you sit around analyzing it. It shrinks when you face it head on. The people who achieve greatness are the ones who understand this. They know they don't have all the answers. They know failure is part of the process, but they take action anyway. They move fast, they break barriers, they adjust on the fly, and that's why they win. Think about every major success story. The biggest companies, the greatest athletes, the most powerful leaders. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They didn't waste years debating if they should start. They took action, failed fast, learned faster, and kept moving forward. You want proof? Look at some of the biggest businesses in the world. They weren't perfect when they launched. They were messy, unpolished, full of flaws. But they got better over time because they started. Facebook started in a dorm room. Amazon started in a garage. The biggest successes often come from the humblest beginnings, not because they had everything figured out, but because they moved before everyone else. And let's talk about personal success. The strongest, fittest people you see in the gym, they weren't born that way. They didn't wait until they had the perfect workout plan, the best diet, or the most motivation. They just started. They pushed through the discomfort, the self-doubt, the pain, and over time, they built the discipline and strength that set them apart. It's the same in every area of life. The relationships you want, the career you dream of, the impact you want to make. It all starts the moment you decide to stop hesitating and start moving. You don't need more time. You don't need more certainty. You need to get up and go now. Will you make mistakes? Yes. Will you fail? Absolutely. But failure is feedback. Every mistake teaches you. Every setback makes you stronger. The real failure is never starting. The real failure is sitting on the sidelines waiting for life to give you a green light that will never come. Action is the ultimate cure for anxiety. The more you move, the more momentum you build. And once you have momentum, nothing can stop you. You become a force unstoppable, relentless, breaking through obstacles that once seemed impossible. So stop thinking, stop waiting, and start doing. The moment you decide to act, your entire life shifts. And when you make that decision over and over again, every single day, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Move fast, break barriers, own your future. Right now, as you sit here reading this, time is slipping away. Second by second, moment by moment, your life is moving forward. The question is, are you in control of it, or is it controlling you? Because make no mistake, every second counts, every decision you make, every action you take, every wasted moment, it all adds up. And one day you'll look back and either be grateful for how you used your time or regretful for how much of it you let slip through your fingers.
Most people wake up and go through life on autopilot. They roll out of bed, check their phones, scroll through distractions, and let the day dictate how they feel. They react to emails, they react to problems, they react to whatever comes their way, never realizing that by living this way, they've already lost the battle. Because if you don't take control of your time, someone else will. Look at the most successful people in the world. They don't wait for the day to tell them what to do. They dominate their day before it dominates them. They wake up with purpose. They have a plan and they execute relentlessly. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about cutting out the nonsense, eliminating distractions, and focusing on what truly moves the needle in their life. Think about it. How often do you tell yourself you don't have enough time, that you would chase your dreams, start that business, get in shape, or improve your life if only you had more time? But the truth is, you do have time. You have the same 24 hours as everyone else. The difference is in how you use them. How much of your day is wasted on things that don't serve you? How many hours do you lose to procrastination, scrolling, mindless entertainment, or just doing things that don't matter? Success isn't about having more time. It's about using the time you already have to its fullest potential. Every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. Every minute spent on distractions is a minute you could have used to change your life. And most people don't realize this until it's too late. They reach a point where they look back and wonder where the years went. They wonder how they ended up so far from where they wanted to be. They wonder why they never took action when they had the chance. Don't let that be you. It all starts in the morning. The first few moments of your day determine the rest of it. If you wake up and take control, if you set your intentions, if you move with purpose, if you decide to attack the day instead of waiting to see what happens, everything changes. Winners don't wait for motivation, they create it. They don't wait to feel ready, they act, regardless of how they feel. And because they do this consistently, they win. You want more in life? Then stop living like you have all the time in the world. Stop putting things off until tomorrow, next week, next year, because tomorrow isn't promised. You are either moving forward or you are falling behind. There is no standing still. And if you're not actively making the most of every moment, you are letting time slip through your fingers, time that you will never get back. Look at the people who dominate in life. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They don't waste hours stuck in their head debating their next move. They execute. They make decisions fast. They focus on what matters, and they refuse to let a single day pass without making progress. That's how you win. Not by hoping, not by wishing, but by taking control right now. By deciding that every second of your life has value, that every moment is an opportunity, that you are in charge of your time, your actions, and your future. Because when you live this way, when you commit to to dominating your day before it dominates you, there is nothing you can achieve. Every second counts. Make them all matter. Time is the one thing you can never get back. Money comes and goes, opportunities come and go, but once a second is gone, it's gone forever. So what are you waiting for? What excuse could possibly be worth trading away your future? Because make no mistake, every second you waste is a second stolen from the life you were meant to live. You are not put on this earth to be average. You are not born to be another name in the crowd. You are born to dominate. But domination doesn't come from sitting back, waiting for the perfect moment, hoping success magically finds you. It comes from action. It comes from discipline. It comes from refusing to waste another second of your life. Success is reserved for those who show up when no one else does. For those who keep grinding when the world tells them to stop. For those who look at the clock not as something that limits them, but as something that reminds them the time is now. You want to be great? Then act like it. You want to achieve something that others only dream of? Then move like it. Winners don't wait for the sun to shine. They don't wait to feel like it. They don't wait for motivation to come knocking on their door. They get up, they get moving, they dominate. Because the world doesn't care about excuses. It doesn't care if you're tired, if you're scared, if you're unsure. The world rewards one thing: results. And results only come from action. Every single second you have a choice to sit back and let time control you, or to stand up and take control of it. That's the difference between those who make history and those who are forgotten. Think about it, the clock is ticking. Right now, someone else is working while you're hesitating. Someone else is pushing through pain while you're debating whether or not to start. And that someone is going to win. Not because they had more talent, not because they had more luck, but because they refused to waste time. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more inspiration. You need to move. You need to get up, get out there, and take what's yours. No more waiting. No more hesitation. No more wasted seconds. Because in the end, when your time is up, when the clock runs out, when there are no more seconds left to chase your dreams, the only thing that will matter is what you did with the time you had. So dominate today, dominate tomorrow, dominate every single second of your life, because once you learn to master time, nothing in this world can stop you.